Welcome to Hot Springs and the 5A State Volleyball Championship right here on Arkansas PBS Sports. And if it's anything like the first match of the day, buckle up. Alongside Alyssa Orange, I'm Bobby Swafford. Wilkinside inside Butnick OCK Arena. Farmington and Marion, and these two teams dominated in the state tournament.
They have both of them undefeated in conference play. The biggest thing, the difference is Marion's been here. They've got a lot of history with the volleyball state championships. Farmington has never been here. So for Kylie Mode and her group, this is a new adventure.
Let's take a look at the 5A West champion Farmington and how they got to this point. They were on the bottom half of the bracket, the #1 seed from the 5A West. They handled Hot Springs 3-0 in the opening round. The quarterfinals, they took down perennial power Valley View 3-1. And how about this one? For the fourth time this year, they took down the defending state champion Shiloh Christian in a sweep 3-0, and that's how they get to the state finals. And the play of Emerson Rykoff is a big reason why the Cardinals are in the finals for the first time ever.
She has been outstanding for this Cardinals team, and I talked to Kylie Mode and asked her about her addition moving into the program last year, and she said, I prayed for a girl like Emerson Rykoff to come in. She is absolutely stellar at what she does. She's currently committed to play at North Alabama. We'll see if that changes, but she makes this Farmington Cardinals team go.
Yeah, you got to attack the net, and Rykoff obviously a big reason why Farmington again is at this point.
And she also wants to see her offense set itself up. That first pass is going to be so crucial for Farmington to have success offensively. So set up that pass to get those girls going.
That's the 1 seed from the Western Conference. What about the #1 seed from the East? Marion, they were on the top of the bracket. They hosted the state tournaments. They had no issue really in any round. Marion took down Sylvan Hills 3-0, Siloam Springs 3-0, and then they beat Van Buren 3-0. So back-to-back teams from the conference that Farmington comes from that Marion handles in back-to-back matches there. And Kendall Brown, 327 kills on the season. She's the straw that stirs the drink.
She really is, and it's something where they look at the success and the talent that this team has. She's committed to Mississippi State to play next year. She is a stud for this team, and when you're Lisa Beasley and you've coached as much volleyball as she has, she knows talent, and that's talent right there.
They got to find different ways to win, and what's the keys to success for Marion?
Just be aggressive. They want to be aggressive. They understand that Farmington's got a lot of talent on the other side, but they've got height, and they also have a lot of focus too. So between being able to be aggressive and then just focus on the fundamentals, that's what she thinks is going to be able to lead this team to victory.
That's the two teams. We're going to find out who the starting lineups are in just a little bit. Farmington and Marion going to decide the 5A State Championship coming up. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC.
Broadcast of this championship game is made possible by... Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas, and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
UANS is a proud supporter of Arkansas PBS Sports. UANS Health provides orthopedic and sports medicine care across Arkansas, supporting athletes and teams throughout the state. Find out more at uanshealth.com.
If you're looking for huge hits, big plays, or title game celebrations, we've got it all for you.
It's gone at the 11. Touchdown, Bryant.
It's the Centennial Bank State Football Championships live from War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. And it all begins on December the 4th. For all the ways to watch and the complete schedule, just log on myarpbs.org/sports.
Hey, football fans, David Basil here. You know the Little Rock Touchdown Club is where the legends come to talk. NFL Hall of Famers, championship coaches, and big-time analysts. And in case you can't make it to each event in person or you want to rewatch later, Arkansas PBS provides you a front row seat of our weekly events beginning August 18th. Every week this fall, you'll have the best ticket in town with Arkansas Live. It's football talk at its finest, and it's all just a click away. Tune in at myarpbs.org/Arkansas Live.
I think it's important for Arkansas PBS to have sports because it provides sports on a greater platform to the entire community. And it also gives people in various other communities an opportunity to see other schools and other athletes and to have a greater appreciation for not just their own community, but the sports that are available across the state of Arkansas. There are so many lessons that sports provides, and it's one of the reasons why it's so important to the next generation of athletes coming up.
We are ready for some 5A volleyball championship action. Marion to serve first, and Abigail Simmons. That was a perfect way to start if you're a Patriot fan. That can't be handled by Farmington. And the Patriots, Alyssa, jump out to a 1-0 lead.
And that's how you want to get things going. But, of course, those kind of service errors, so frustrating for coaches. We've talked about that in the last match. That's free points, Bobby.
Farmington trying to handle the serve of Simmons. Marion a chance to add to the early lead, and Farmington into the net. So the Patriots score the first 2 points of this match. They come into the contest 27-2 overall. They have not lost to a school from the state of Arkansas all season long. And it's a tough test ahead for Farmington.
Yeah, their only losses coming to schools from Tennessee. And so they challenge themselves, and they're ready for the moment.
First 2 points go away of Marion, but that attack goes long. Farmington's on the board for the first time. They're 23-4 on the season. Kylie Mode, the head coach for the Cardinals. They haven't lost since September 22nd. That's a span of 13 consecutive wins for the Cardinals.
It's been a long time. I'm living up in Northwest Arkansas. We've talked about Farmington volleyball for quite a while, so to see them get here for the very first time, I know a lot of fans here to see if the Cardinals can bring home some hardware.
Marion's got a lot of different weapons, and right there was a good look at Kennedy Bullens, number 17, 289 kills on the season, already over 1,000 in her career. Farmington try to answer back, but that attack is snuffed out. And then Marion, though, answers right back. The Patriots with a flurry up 4-1 early.
And what we're seeing right now from this Marion team is just, again, I talked about being aggressive early, especially up at the net, but also this fire this team is playing with, I'm loving seeing too.
Farmington has had to settle for a handful of tips early on, haven't got settled in offensively.
Still waiting to see if they can set up Emerson Rykoff just like that, and that is what Marion does not want, is Farmington's Emerson Rykoff to get things going early.
Right on cue, as Alyssa says it, Rykoff delivers. One of only 4 players in state history to have 600 kills in a season. Really impressive campaign she's put together here in 2025.
Yeah, she also had, get this, 42 kills in a state match. That's so impressive.
Research tells me that's a lot.
It is a lot.
Farmington with back-to-back points. Now they're within a tally. It's 4-3. The first 10 to 15 points of a match, especially a championship match, always so important. Settle the nerves. We saw the 4A title game go all the way to 5 sets. So this match started late. How do the 2 teams handle the adversity? First serve was supposed to be at 105, but Pulaski Academy and Westside had other plans.
They treated us to some really good volleyball, so you're not complaining.
5-3 Marion out in front of Farmington early on. Set number 1, make it 5-4. As that block attempt goes wide.
Good block, and Farmington's going to have to make those kind of adjustments with the height that Marion brings up at the net. I know sometimes you want to do those little dunks, but you've got 4 hands waiting to push it right back in your face.
Double block set up perfectly from Marion. Just could not control it. And point goes way of the Lady Cardinals. A tip there couldn't be handled from Farmington, and enough mustard on that from Bullens as she gets another kill.
Yeah, you mentioned it, 289 on the season, and she's continuing to add to that, but now here she is to serve, and she's also got 31 aces to her name.
So it's 6-4 Marion. Waiting for some wardrobe changes. Tying the shoes on the Farmington side. The set to Rykoff with the blocks right there for Marion. And a lift called against Farmington, and the defense is showing up big time for the blue and white.
And we saw a lot of those lift calls get called in the first match in 4A, and that just is going to show you that these teams are going to have to just continue to focus on the fundamentals.
Rykoff's attack goes wide, and that's where the block's affecting Farmington early, trying to go around the arms instead of through them, and Marion's already doubling up the Cardinals. It's 8-4.
Yeah, if you're Farmington, you need to get a little more creative with your offense. Like that. That'll work.
They move the ball around. They go away from Rykoff to Sadie Morrison, and the junior middle blocker hammers one home. Her 200th kill of the season. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, as much as you want to focus on Emmy Rykoff, if you're Farmington and you can get other arms going, that is going to take some pressure off of her. And right there, you had Sadie Morrison with the block, followed up from the kill she had a moment ago. That's just going to help Farmington.
Really big back-to-back points there for Farmington and Morrison. Closes the gap to 8-6. But Marion's not going to stop swinging. We saw that in the 5A state tournament. They have got plenty of options, including how about a missile from Kendall Brown.
Yeah, that one was impressive. Again, we talked about her at the top of the broadcast, committed to Mississippi State. She is a force at the net for this Marion team.
Mentioned the 327 kills coming into today. How about 214 digs along with 46 blocks? Pretty easy to see why she's going to go play at the SEC.
Well done there by Farmington, yeah. To see if they can kind of get something going. I think Marion right now is playing at the comfortable speed that they're used to. Farmington's still trying to figure out a rhythm.
So 9-7, Lady Patriots have the lead. We've reached the middle stages of set number one. We're going to add to that, though, as Kendall Brown again just gets on top of the volleyball and drives it home. You hear coaches say all the time, have to find a way to get on top of it, to get that downward action. And, well, the vertical of Kendall Brown already on display.
And as talented as Kendall Brown is, that is a really big testament to her setter, too. Getting that ball exactly where she wants it. Because if you're out of sync or out of rhythm, you're either hitting it too early or too soon, or too early or too late. But she is on point right now.
Coach Mo doesn't like what she sees early on. Just through 18 points of this first set. We'll keep it here. If you're Farmington, you're seeing this heavy attack, this big hitters from Marion. What do you think Coach Mo's telling her squad?
She's telling them, again, when we talked to her yesterday, to just get that first pass off. Don't try too hard. Set up your offense, because the one thing we haven't really seen with Farmington, glimpses here and there, but they're not setting up their offense for any kind of execution. And so you combat that with Marion's aggressiveness. You're not having a lot of success if you're Farmington, but also take a deep breath. You got to remember, you haven't lost a game in over a month, right? You haven't really had a lot of adversity, even though you've been in big moments like beating Shiloh. You have to be able to dig a little bit deeper than you had the last couple of months.
So it's 11-7. Coach Mo told us in a phone conversation that you got to play with some finesse, play with some touch against this Marion team, because their block is so good. Got to find some open spaces.
And right now they've done that. They've been creative and game planned well. A great kill there that went right through the hands of Jada Sturdivant.
Rykoff says, the heck with the touch. How about some hard stuff? And delivers it in that back row.
You can see it in her face. She's been wanting to hit that volleyball since this game started.
You never know how teams and individual players are going to handle being off schedule. You always hear, athletes and coaches talk about how important it is to be in rhythm as the pin actually comes loose. And that's why the stoppage of play here. So you change the schedule. We may have to get the ladder out for this. But you change the schedule, you change the routine. This was supposed to start at 105, started closer to 150. How do these two teams handle that and get things going?
They had time to warm up, but they sat in this gym and watched, the 4A. And you got to stay mentally focused. You got to stay. It's not like you're at the hotel knowing you're about to go at 7 o'clock.
That's right.
And you've got ideas and ways to keep yourself focused. You're sitting around just waiting. And It's going to take clearly Farmington a little bit longer to get into a rhythm, but you hope you see it because they're such a talented volleyball team.
A lot of time left even in this opening set. And that tip, though, can't be handled by Farmington, so the cheapie goes Marion's way, and the Patriots are sitting comfortably up 12-8. So the block was there, just couldn't get all of it.
I think she just slipped just a little bit. Nothing you can do about that one.
Lainey Brizell, number 4, again on the attack. That one touched the net. She's going to get credited with her first kill of the match.
Well done there by Lainey Brizell.
Just hammers that through the block. Couldn't be handled by Marion, so it's 12-9 now. We're talking about what Farmington needs to do to get back into this match. What do you see from Marion that's allowed them to jump out to this early lead?
Well, again, being aggressive, but as we've watched all of these rallies unfold, they've been able to set up their offense and put their hitters in the best position. Now, you don't have Kennedy Bullens out there at the moment, but you still have some good arms in setting up that offense. And I think that's why early on they were able to jump out to this 12-10 lead.
Brizell gets the credit there for the kill. Mistimed it, passed a little off, but still found a way to find the orange surface. So it's 12-10, closest it's been in a few minutes. Nice job there to recognize the Marion defense was out of sorts.
Absolutely, well done by Emerson there to see that open hole, and I think that was a I'm going to take matters into my own hands moment. You could see it on her face.
All the Marion defenders had kind of huddled around the net, a lot of wide open space behind the line, and Rykoff found it, and now the block shows up as well. Farmington is reeled off point after point. I believe that is now 4 in a row for the Cardinals, and we are all tied at 12.
They're starting to feel it now, getting into that rhythm, and maybe the nerves of just being in this building in this game are starting to wear off.
Yeah. That 4-0 run, though, comes to an end as that service is into the net. But that's a big spurt for the Cardinals to get back into this contest.
And one thing we talked to Coach Mode about, too, is her team's young. She's got a lot of juniors and sophomores playing right now, which is great for the future and great right now, but they're a young team that's settling themselves into a moment like this.
So back-to-back points now for Marion on errors for Farmington. 1 on the service there, and that one an illegal attack. So the Patriots leads back up to 2. The Patriots scuffling on this possession, have to just get it over. See if Farmington can take advantage. Rykoff, a little tip there, but they're going to say pancakes by Marion, kept alive. No chance there, though. Rykoff says enough of the soft stuff and hammers one home.
And that's why she is so dangerous up at the net. She goes from hitting in the middle to going outside, and you have to keep an eye on where she is at all times on the court.
Great job by our camera crew to catch that replay. The hand just slides in for Marion, but nevertheless, Farmington takes home the point. That one shoved down for Marion. Back-to-back there for the Patriots. 15-13 is our margin. I think these two teams have really started to settle in and get into a rhythm and flow.
They really have, and again, that was Bullens just kind of giving Farmington a taste of their own medicine there. As she then turns around and slams it home.
The serve couldn't be handled by Farmington, and just an easy ball over, and Bullens makes them pay. Bullens now with already 5 kills in this opening set. The attack from the right side for Farmington can't be blocked, and the Cardinals stop that mini run for the Patriots.
Well, if your kill attempt is going to get blocked, it's nice that it falls out of bounds for Farmington, especially with the height that Marion brings.
Lola Thompson on serves now. That's an ace.
And that is a very rare mistake there for Kendall Brown.
The sophomore defensive specialist. It's the ace there for Farmington. Big swing for Marion. Dug at though nicely for Farmington. They keep the point alive. Another big swing deflected at the net. Farmington doing a nice job defensively, and they're rewarded on the offensive end. Morrison, another kill.
Well done by Morrison getting in the mix here, and her second kill of the day, spreading out the love a little bit for Farmington, which is exactly what they need.
All tied at 16. That one, though, finally finds some open space off the deflection, and Bullens another kill. That's 6 in the opening set, 6 of 7 on her attacks.
It's good to see her going early. I think that if you're Coach Beasley right now, you love that she's getting going early this quickly.
Right back, though, comes Farmington. Been really impressed in this opening set from Sadie Morrison. She is keeping the Farmington offense and the pressure on.
It's good to see that, too. And now you've got Rykoff back here to serve. See if they can put a little rally together.
Tied at 17. That one can't be handled on the back row, so a kill for the Patriots.
And that one might have been going out, too. Sometimes it's instinct, Bobby. You just throw your hands up there and...
You know, you really don't understand how much movement side to side and the velocity some of these attacks have unless you're right here in person. Sometimes it doesn't translate to the lookie box. Morrison again. That one dug out on the back row. Chance for Marion. Tips there, gets over. Cardinals reset the offense.
Whew. Well done by Emerson. Rykoff in the back row getting chest bumps by her teammates.
Doesn't matter where she's on the floor, whether she's outside hitter position, and that time on the back row, the attack is coming in hot. 18 all now. Kind of feel a little tension here in the arena. Two teams don't know what to feel. Rykoff again from the back row. That one dug out, though, nicely by Marion.
Well, this is where, when we open this up, Marion, so much momentum and aggression early on, but Farmington is starting to feel their rhythm hit, and now you're asking Marion to turn around and kind of regain some of that. And so Marion's quieted down a little bit. See if they can get back a little bit of that excitement they had to start the set.
Breizel's attack went long, gave Marion a point, but Rykoff comes right back and ties the match one more time. It's 19 all after Emerson picks up her 6th kill in this opening set.
And we're just getting started. This is going to be a fun one, Bobby, between Kennedy Bullens and Emerson Rykoff.
Oh, the block shows up nicely for Farmington. Lainey Breizel with the block. Farmington's got a lead. Marion's going to take a timeout. We'll step aside with them. Lady Cardinals lead at 2019 in match.
You can leave a legacy of education and inspiration. Every day, Arkansas PBS highlights local stories, showcases the natural beauty of our state, and engages lifelong learners of all ages. You can ensure that these trusted programs and valued services will benefit generations to come when you make a gift through your will, trust, or retirement account to Arkansas PBS.
Farmington was on the wrong end of things early, but the Lady Cardinals have battled back, and they lead at 2019.
Really impressive, and I'm sure that Kylie Mode excited to see her team come together and rally like they did to get back into this game with a 1-point lead the way that thing started.
Coach Beasley takes the timeout, and often as it does, many times, advantage for the Patriots. You know, if other sports could figure out that timeout and the success right after the timeout, we may be on to something.
Yeah, right. If you can get a point after you come out of a timeout, that's the way that it goes. But again, you're relying on a lot of juniors and sophomores for this Farmington team to almost lead themselves on the court. And Kylie Mode has been so impressed with the way that they've carried themselves in that regard all season.
Only one senior in the rotation for Farmington. So if you're a 5A volleyball fan, get used to seeing the Cardinals having success. The first time they've ever reached the state championship match. And now they are just 3 points away from taking the opening sets the first time they were ever in the finals.
Yeah, when this one started, I don't know if we were going to see this one go the way that it has, but Marion's got to find a way to kind of get back that aggressiveness. Farmington's kind of figured it out and how they can stop Marion right now, and they've got to find a way to get some of that back.
Farmington was struggling with the block of Marion early on, but they're hitting better than 400 right now, 406 to be exact in the hitting percentage for Farmington in the opening set. And the way the first 6 to 8 points went, I wouldn't mind have called you a liar if you had said that's what the Cardinals were hitting right now.
Well, look at Sadie Morrison right now, 800 hitting percentage. I mean, she has been that player that has stepped up and been able to have some success at the net around Emerson Rykoff, who draws so much attention. Arkansas PBS is the home for high school sports. If you love seeing these high school sports championships live and also on demand, please consider making a gift to Arkansas PBS today. Scan that QR code to donate.
So Farmington leads at 22-20 here in the opening set of the 5A state championship. Marion, though, trying to battle back. Dug out nicely on the back row. That's Chamness for Marion, but the attack into the net from Caitlin Alston, and now Farmington just 2 points away from the opening stanza.
And that's where Coach Beasley's right now just telling her girls to settle down, and you want to make sure that you're putting your hitters up for success with ball placement.
Coach Beasley in her 30th season as the head coach in Marion.
She told me a funny story when I talked to her about starting this program in 1996 and volleyball, the growth in the sport. And she said, you know, when I got there, I asked for volleyballs and they gave me soccer balls. And I said, this is not a volleyball. So the sport has grown so much, but she's been so pivotal for the sport for Marion in general.
They are not interchangeable.
They are not.
A quick attack there, and Avery Ball for Farmington gets the kill, and now it is set points for Farmington. Lady Cards trailed this one early, but have a chance to take the opening set. Bullens, though, going to have something to say about it. She just spikes one home, closes the gap to 2.
You knew this Marion team wasn't going to go quietly in this first set or at all, and that was a really big side out for Bullens.
Marion has not dropped a set in the entire state tournament. They're on the brink of doing so here in the opening set in the state championship match. Farmington to Rykoff, and who else to deliver the nail in the first set? Farmington takes game number 1, 25-22.
Well, now I want to see how Marion responds, because they've just realized that they let Farmington back into this set. Now you've got to turn around and try to win 3.
Rykoff with the kill. Farmington takes set number 1. We'll step aside. This one nowhere near over as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Tomorrow morning at 11:30. This month in Passport on the PBS app.
You love it. Love what? Being a hero again. Want to see some more? Oh, yes.
I am Hercule Poirot.
He's the world's most brilliant detective.
We should judge for ourselves, eh, Hastings?
When a young dancer is murdered,
drugged,
Jane Marple is called in to help.
Have you any idea who could have done such a thing?
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
See your state government in action. The Arkansas Citizens Access Network provides convenient live streaming coverage of state board and commission meetings, as well as direct links to proceedings of the legislature and the Arkansas Supreme Court. Can't watch live? Archived events are available on demand on YouTube. Learn more at myarkansaspbs.org/arcan.
Join the ranks of corporate supporters at Arkansas PBS. Our viewers love the businesses that underwrite their favorite programs. Showcase your business and support lifelong learning in Arkansas today.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by...
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
Farmington takes the opening set, 25-22. And they lead Marion 1-0 as we're getting set for set number 2. She's Alyssa Orange. I'm Bobby Swafford. Thanks for tuning in. Got started a little bit late in this 5A state championship. That's because the 4A state title was one of the best we have seen in Hot Springs in some time. Pulaski Academy outlasted. I guess that's really the only word you can use. Westside 3-2. And PA won their first ever state championship. Farmington trying to duplicate that feat. They've never won a title. In fact, this is the first year they even reached the semifinals in volleyball. And that's a really good start to set number 2. And the defense in the middle from Lainey Brazell gives them a 1-0 lead.
Definitely a way to come out of that break, out of that first set win to set the tone. But you talk about setting the tone. We got that with Pulaski Academy and Westside just before this. And it has been an exciting day of volleyball so far as Farmington now up 2-0.
So if you're Lisa Beasley in your 30th season, you've won 626 career matches, second most in state history. What are you telling your squad to calm down here?
Take a deep breath and trust your skills and trust your athleticism. They've played the way that they've played because of how talented they are. And sometimes when you get into these moments and you're expected to win in the locker room, you're expected to win maybe on the outside because of the history that you have, that pressure can get to you. And she's telling them, just play volleyball.
Big swing there for Farmington. Another chance at it here, and that one's taken advantage. I have been really, really impressed with the play of Laney in the middle for Farmington. Number 4 in red is certainly bringing it.
And that's what you want. That's what Kylie Mode is telling them, is to get the pressure off of Emerson Rykoff when you have players like Brazil and players like Morrison to be able to take some of that load off of her, distribute the love a little bit.
An attack, though, into the net from Tatum Rykoff.
Timing a little bit off on that one for 7. The younger sister
right side
of Emmy.
Sophomore. So it's 3-2 Farmington. I mentioned the resume for Coach Lisa Beasley from Marion. It is really impressive. The 8th time they're in the finals. That attack goes wide and ties the match at 3. 8 trips to the finals. They won it in 2010, 2011, and 2015. This is a program that is rooted in tradition. Her assistant, Shayla Williams, she's only been the assistant for 25 years. And go a little farther, the second assistant, Carla Ann Norton, well, she was the state tournament MVP on that 2010 team. So it's all about family, all about tradition for Marion.
And a lot of talent and a lot of volleyball. And so she's not the only one with messages with this team about how they need to kind of just focus and settle back in. They've got a lot of really good leadership on this staff for Marion.
Bullens attacks dugout on the back row for Farmington. 4-3 Lady Cardinals have a lead.
Good block by Morrison there.
That one catches the back corner. Pam Almendinger had to keep her head on a swivel. The line judge
well done there. Claire Brinkley there. Well done. Put it in that perfect spot.
These two teams, of course, from, if you want to call the volleyball meccas of Arkansas, Northwest, Northeast. That is where all the talent seems to lie, at least the majority of it. big swing there, blocked. And then maybe into the net. They're going to say yes. So into the net was Farmington, the attack error.
Yeah. And that's where, if you're Sadie Morrison, she knew it the minute she did it on her face. Yeah. Just a little bit over the net there.
So Marion takes the lead, 5-4 in set number 2. Patriots trying to even things up, and that's certainly going to help give it a kill for Kendall Brown.
Kendall Brown playing really well right now, and if she can help get this Marion Patriots team to continue on this little run that they're on right now, win this second set, she'll put that on her shoulders.
It's 4 kills for Brown.
In the net there a little bit, but
on the way, Morrison again gets it done. So the play of Morrison and Brazel for Farmington is certainly taking a lot of pressure off Rykoff and giving the Marion defense plenty of options to think about. Thompson's serve handled by Marion, but that attack goes well long. They're going to say it was tipped though at the net. So Marion catches a huge break as Jada Sturdivant with the kill.
Let's watch it. Ooh, that one was hard to tell. It might have been just off the fingertips, but
called immediately though. And Brad Clark, the other line judge. Scott Grady's the referee from the Crow's Nest. Kaylor Braswell is the down official. Doing an outstanding job so far here today. When you don't know who they are, it's a good thing. And I ruined it because I just gave you their names.
They've been doing a great job.
Nice job to
really
dump it across
spot
there. Recognize the wide open space. And Morrison, let's add another weapon to her arsenal.
Great court awareness there by Morrison.
An attack blocked at the net, and Farmington has a chance to get back and tie this match. That one doesn't get across.
And those so hard to judge all the time there, right at the net. Can't fault her for being aggressive, but that's where it gets back to trying to get that good pass to set up your offense first and foremost.
Played 14 points and settled nothing here in game number 2. We're tied at 7 again. Another nice dump attempt there and successfully done from Sadie Morrison. The blocks there. She's recognizing a hole in the rotation for Marion and takes advantage.
Yeah, she's seeing something that she likes, and she's now done it to this Marion team twice. I don't know if the Patriots will let her do it the 3rd time, but had success there.
A big swing from Brown. Dug out in the back row from Farmington. Diving bodies all over the floor for Farmington.
Another
again,
great spot placement there. Well done by Emma Gore.
Farmington's recognizing the holes and using the tip game, that finesse. And they've got a lead. We'll step aside. Lady Cardinals trying to take a 2-0 set lead.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Ordinary Americans won the war. I don't think you can be patriotic enough about them.
I have a collection of letters from Amelia Earhart along with a telegram sent to my aunt and her husband.
Family history reveals secrets.
What? How do you know that?
And scandal.
Do you think they kept all of this a secret from everyone?
Only on Arkansas PBS.
Farmington's got a 9-7 lead here in set number 2, and they are really doing a nice job of spreading the ball around the floor, not letting one player be the focal point, and Marion's defense is having a tough time adjusting.
And what's also been really impressive is they don't feel intimidated by this Marion team and the success and the trophies they bring to the table.
The block shows up. Emma Gore, the sophomore, goes up and returns it to sender. 10-7 Farmington. You can start to see a lot more smiles popping up on the Cardinals' face. I think the stress of the opening set is starting to wear off, and they're starting to have a little fun. That right there, not a lot of fun when that missile's coming at you.
What Marion needs to keep doing. Find Kendall Brown somewhere on the court and get her the volleyball.
Kendall Brown, just a junior, committed to Mississippi State, one of the best in the natural state for sure. Marion trying to climb back into this second set. That's certainly going to help, as Farmington can't find a way to keep it alive. Caitlin Austin credited with the kill.
Well done there by Austin. That's her third of the day. But we haven't really seen Kennedy Bullens. When they get her back on the floor, they're going to need her to make an impact too.
Nice dig by Brown in the back row. Now they're going to give it right back to her, the attack. And a little miscommunication. Great placement, and Farmington players were sitting there looking at each other, thought their teammate was going to take it.
She froze that entire six on the Farmington side, and she knew exactly what she did when she did it, but that is the court awareness that she brings to the table.
It's one thing to be able to hit it like she does, but also recognize some open space, and Marion has put together a 4-0 run, and they've regained the lead. And Patriots now up 11-10. They knew this one was far from over. That service attack, though, too strong. Gives the point right back to the Cardinals, and we're not at an 11.
Kayla Thompson to serve for Farmington.
These two teams duking it out. And what a serve there. That's an ace for Farmington. Really
3 points. You'll take them however you get them.
Kayla Thompson. She's back at serve now for the Cardinals, leading 12-11. That attack, though, goes long. So the ace erased by the error. And we're tied at a dozen.
Bullens coming back on to the court here. Get her going again if you're Marion.
Cardinals go right back to Brizell. That one, though, looked like it may be a little of a miss hit, but all found some open space nonetheless. Rolled off the side of her hand, but found the spot in Marion defense. Cardinals back in front. These two teams really back and forth like we expected. You know, if you would have asked me before the day what two matches have a chance to go the distance, I would have said 4A and 5A for sure.
You got it out of the 4A, exactly. Just living up to the expectations you put on everybody, Bobby.
Yeah, I didn't put it out in the ether. I didn't want to speak it into existence, but I knew it had a chance.
If you thought it,
I did think it.
We were doomed. Just kidding.
Well, buckle in, because this was going to be a good one as well. And Marion with the ace.
Gets them back into the lead at 14-13.
Reese, a good one, the 5'7" senior. Farmington tries to answer back, though, but that attack goes long from Gore. And Marion's starting to put something together. Nice little
too
run.
Strong there, and you see Emerson walking over to her teammate, say, "That's okay. That's okay. Shake it off."
3 of the last 4 points have gone to the Patriots. That's why they're up by a deuce. A quick set there for Bullens.
Good recovery.
Oh, but the block there. Couldn't get it with the tip, but Bullens does it with the block. The two-way player gets it done, and Farmington's going to take a timeout.
That's exactly what you needed if you're Lisa Beasley, to see your team respond the way that they have after falling in that first set, and they're starting to get aggressive. Again, we saw this at the beginning of the first set, and then it died down a little bit because Farmington started to get them off their guard, but now I think they woke up and remembered who they were, and now they're back to being aggressive.
And take a look at some numbers as we're halfway through game number 2. Farmington has 57 attacks, 27 kills. 53 attacks for Marion, 23 kills, so really no huge difference there. I think what we're starting to see, though, Alyssa, is the vision for both of these teams to see the whole court. You're recognizing the blocks there for your opposition. Where can I tip this to? Where can I use the soft game, the finesse game to try to get a cheap point?
Yeah, we saw that from Kendall Brown a few times, just seeing exactly where people were on the court, and we saw it a few times from Sadie Morrison as well, being able to not only recognize it, that's one thing, being able to place the ball there, that's another, and they've executed on both sides.
It's the old game within the game. Move and counter move, the name of it. They go to Bowens right in the middle, deflected at the net, and Farmington's got a chance to take advantage. The tip there, kept alive, but that one catches the line. The Farmington defense thought that one was going wide, and from our vantage point, I thought they were right, but it catches the tape, and a point for Marion, and they've pushed their advantage to 4.
That was big for Marion and a tough break for Farmington, and I think when you're down by 3 at that point, 4 now, you just go after that ball.
Yep. If it's close, you might as well go after it. And Marion, though, has got the momentum. The crowd's starting to get into it with them as well. Set the near side. That one can't be handled. The kill from the right side. Ainsley Code, the 5'11 senior. And the Patriots are comfortably out in front by 5.
Well done by Code there to call for the ball and put it in that spot.
Trying to find the soft spot for Marion's defense, but it's not there. And diving bodies on both ends of the floor. That attack might have been going long, but it was
and that one I think would have been out, and I think that Reese Goodwin knows that too.
Yep. That one was always just coming right at her. It's either duck and get out of the way or throw your hands up.
Right.
Couldn't get her hands up in time. So Farmington ends that run for Marion, but they still trail it 18-14 here in set number 2. That attack, that one sails long as well.
And I think she wants that one back. She knows she didn't snap her wrist as hard. That kind of kept the ball sailing on her a little bit.
That attack from Code goes long, so Farmington with back-to-back points now, closes the gap to 3. Patriots try to end that run here. Bullens.
Good recovery, great recovery by Bullens.
Rykoff, she tries the back corner, does not catch it though. So the attack from Emerson Rykoff is long, and Marion leads back to 4.
That one felt close. I like the spot, just a little too far there for Emerson.
Farming took the opening set 25-22. Marion trying to even things up, and that's certainly going to help Kendall Brown with the hammer.
And that is what Kylie Mode was talking about. That first pass is so important. That one just got pushed right back into their face. So well timed there by Kendall Brown. They'll make you pay for your mistakes if you make them, Marion does.
That's right. So let's take a look at today's U.S. Army trivia question.
Here we go. Okay, who holds the Arkansas state record for most kills in a season?
Ooh. Well, we mentioned Rykoff is in the top 4 at over 600 kills earlier in the broadcast. So more than 600 in a season is a lot.
That is a lot. We'll tell you here in a little bit.
Ooh.
We'll keep you thinking, keep you guessing over there.
There's been some really big names come through the state of Arkansas in volleyball. And the sport's gaining popularity every year. More and more teams are adding, more and more players are getting on the floor. I bet it's got a connection to one of these two teams, though.
I'm going to say you're probably right. Might be a good hint for our audience there.
Mentioned all the success this Marion team has had through the years. Their 8th appearance in the state finals. Looking for their first title since 2015, though. Farmington quickly comes back, and they're going to say that attack went long, but the referee's going to say that one was tipped at the net. It sounded like it was. We're here courtside, and you can't really tell by the ball flight, but it sounded like that one was deflected at the net.
It did.
So Farmington gets the point. They still trail, though, 2016. Kennedy Browning, the libero with the serve. Farmington.
Good save by Farmington. Gets it back, sets up the offense for Marion.
I'm going to say that one caught the pin or the antenna, however you want to call it. And that's a point for the Lady Cardinals.
But I really like what Kendall Brown was trying to do, try to use that line and sneak it down there. Just a little too tight.
The Lady Cardinals again within 3. Marion trying to tie this match up at a set apiece. The tip snuffed out by Farmington. They just get it across. Brown again, dug out on the back row. The attack from Rykoff can't be handled, and Farmington with 3 consecutive points.
That's where if you're Marion, you want your hands to not necessarily, they're a little too late on the block, which is why their hands were angled towards the outside instead of straight down or to the inside where it would have dropped in.
Brown, though, answers right back. Does Kendall for Marion. Momentum was starting to swing back to Farmington, but the best player wearing the white unis today put an end to it.
Well, this is where Marion, again, does not need to let up on the pedal. Continue the aggressive approach that we saw in the middle of the set from this team.
Great job to dig that out on the back row for Marion. Farmington gets it over. Now the Patriots scuffling a little bit, and they just get it over themselves. See if Farmington can take advantage here. Rykoff tipped at the net. Back to Brown. Her big swing. That one catches the orange. Really,
Such
really
a beautiful
impressive
follow through does Brown. I mean, it is flawless when she is in full stride, and right now she's trying to take over this match for her team.
And her team is certainly feeding it to her every chance they get. Farmington there, a little miscommunication. Now that one can't be handled, and now 2 points away from Marion from tying this thing up at a set apiece. Bullens with the serve, a little floater handled by Farmington. They go to Rykoff. That one couldn't be handled, found a little open space there. Austin tried to keep it alive, but couldn't. So an easy kill there for Farmington and Rykoff.
Seeing if they can get back into this one, down for 23-19, and seeing if they can get a little bit of that momentum back on their side.
Thompson serving for Farmington, the sophomore. Set right side is Marion. That's dug out nicely in the back row. Farmington, though, couldn't keep that one alive. The set wasn't there, and now it is set points for the Patriots.
Yeah, that one just off the mark there. Nothing really Emerson Rykoff could do. She tried, but Marion just has this Farmington defense on their heels right now.
Taylor Chamness, the 5'7" senior, on the service line. A chance to win it here for Marion. That one, though, into the net, so Farmington still has life, but they've got to put together a run.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted, and she knows that, but you're still on match point right now.
Rykoff serve, handled from Marion. Chance to put it away here, though, but Brown stumbled and did what she could just to get it across. The block, though, shows up for Marion. Patriots go right back to the middle. The timing off there, but into the net. We're going to say that was Marion, though, so a cheap point for the Cardinals.
She's going to call a timeout because she's starting to feel, head coach Lisa Beasley is, that little off kilter here. That felt like that last 2 rallies, the timing just a bit off for her team. Call a timeout and try to get it back.
Let's give the people what they want, Alyssa.
Okay.
We need answers.
Here we go.
To the U.S. Army trivia question.
Let's do it. So the answer to the question, who holds the Arkansas State record for most kills in a season, that is Harley Strayhorn, 662 kills. Woo. Marion back in 2011, a former player of head coach Lisa Beasley. The U.S. Army, where leadership, teamwork, and discipline go beyond the court.
662 kills.
How do you think her shoulder was feeling after that year?
Well, I bet the most work she did was lifting that state championship trophy.
She was feeling just fine.
No question. 24-21, Marion has the lead. And Farmington trying to keep things going here in set number 2. Rykoff on serve for Farmington. They go right side to Brown. That one deflected at the net. Deflected.
And there it is.
And Marion ties this up at a set apiece. 25-21. Lady Patriots, Lady Cardinals all squared up. Set number 3 coming your way.
is underwritten, in part by...
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
Hey, guess what? At Arkansas PBS, K is for kindness. This fall, we're hosting a super cool free family day event. Join us at the Jones Center in Springdale on Saturday, November 8th. There's going to be awesome activities, storytelling, special treats, and you can even meet your favorite PBS Kids characters like Daniel Tiger and Curious George. You don't want to miss it. Grab your grown-ups and join us. To learn more, check out myarpbs.org/events. See you there.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
It's so nice to have you here. It's worth it.
Wheels up in 5.
Very simple, but very elegant food.
I'm trying to save your father's life.
Excited?
I can't wait.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Arkansas has some of the best trout fishing in the country, and I really think it's really underrated.
You know, this is what we're known for.
The Ozark Mountain Daredevils have been described as a collection of ragtag hippies, bohemians, and musicians who approach the music industry in their own unique way.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
Want to see even more Arkansas stories? Subscribe to Arkansas PBS on YouTube for original productions, extras from your favorite local programs, behind-the-scenes videos, and our exclusive coverage of high school sports. All available on demand and all Arkansas made. Don't miss out on more great Arkansas stories. Subscribe now.
Hi, I'm Ken Burns. Over the last 10 years, my colleagues Sarah Botstein, David Schmidt, and I have been working on a film about our country's founding, the American Revolution. It was one of the most important events in human history. I hope you'll watch on Arkansas PBS or stream on the PBS app.
Join Arkansas PBS for a preview of the American Revolution and a conversation connecting Arkansas to America's founding story. Learn more at myarpbs.org/events.
Time now to introduce you to our 5A Arkansas PBS student all-star athlete, and she's currently walking onto the court right now. Kennedy Bolins from Marion, the senior with a 3.91 GPA, wants to play volleyball in college, has a lot of offers according to Coach Beasley, and major in physical therapy, Bobby.
So what happened in the first two sets doesn't matter. We're all tied up at 1. Farmington took the opening 25-22. Marion battles back, takes set number 2, 25-23. So now it's just the best of 3 between Farmington and Marion as the 5A state championship is on the line. Appreciate you spending your Saturday afternoon with us. She's Alyssa Orange. I'm Bobby Swafford. This is the Bank OZK Arena here in Hot Springs. And as expected, we've got a good one.
The first two, a lot of excitement, a lot of back and forth, good volleyball. But I'd like to see this Marion team try to maintain that aggressive approach that they have started with. We've seen it in flashes. It's for Farmington. Stay consistent and try to keep Marion off kilter.
A good rally going here on the first point of set number 3. Maybe one of the longest rallies we've had all day long, but it's put to an end by that student all-star. Bolins with a kill, and Marion's on the board in set number 3.
Well done to set her up for her 9th kill of the day.
So many times the last couple years, especially since we've put them on television, these state finals, they've been sweeps. Hasn't been really competitive. It is anything but a sweep here today. 4A went all 5, and now Marion and Farmington locked in a good one.
Well, if you're going to come down here for Hot Springs and give the people what they want, let's give them some good volleyball, am I right?
Especially if you're coming from as far as Marion and Farmington did.
You don't want to drive down here just to turn around and go home too quick.
That's right.
There's no fun in that.
An attack, though. Blocked at the net, but goes wide. So Lainey Brazel with the kill for Farmington. A lot of teams made the trip from Northwest Arkansas. Northeast Arkansas well represented as well, as always. I alluded to it earlier, but we're starting to see those two communities. When you add the Fort Smith River Valley as well, we've got some meccas, if you will, of high school volleyball in this state. The growth, the experience, the athleticism really starting to grow.
And I think that it's not just in the state of Arkansas. We've seen the sport just grow because of the exposure across the country, specifically at the collegiate level. And now you look at how fun this sport is. And I played this sport in high school and had so much fun. I was a late bloomer to the sport. But how do you not come out here if you're a young girl who wants to play this sport in high school and look around and say that this isn't fun? And I think that growth has really helped.
Just the excitement, the fun you can tell that they're having just by the look on their face. I mean,
it's fast-paced.
Yeah.
You have to be on point. There is no moment of let up. Even after you make a big kill, you got to turn around and get right back on defense.
Doesn't matter how high or how low you get on a specific point, because you got to turn around and do it 5 seconds later again. That one's blocked at the net. Farmington opens up a 4-2 lead here in set number 3.
Good read there by Avery Ball at the net to see what Bullens was trying to do and put it right back down in her direction.
Big swing on the right side, though, snuffed out by Farmington's defense. Couldn't get it across, but now we've got a net violation on the Cardinals, so that's going to be a free one for Marion.
That one was tough. Sometimes you just can't help getting into the net, even though you try not to.
So it's 4-3. Lady Cardinals have the lead in the early stages of set number 3. Rykoff, the big swing, can't be handled at the net. And Emerson with another kill.
Well executed by Emerson. She's now up to 10 kills and just got to keep her going. And I feel like we haven't talked about her in a little bit. See if they can keep her going.
10 kills for Rykoff, 10 kills on the other side for Kendall Brown for Marion. And that one can't be handled from the Patriots, and Farmington's doubling up Marion right now. It's 6-3.
And this is what you wanted to see if you're Kylie Wode from your team. Again, how are you going to respond after dropping that second set? We saw Marion respond after they dropped the first one.
Quick set for Bullens. Nice job by Farmington to keep it alive. They need to get it over. And try the right side is Marion, but that one doesn't catch the line. The official right on top of it. Marion's going to take an early timeout. Lady Cardinals have a 7-3 lead. Patriots got something to talk about.
At Arkansas PBS, K is for kindness. This fall, we're hosting a super cool free family day event. Join us at the Jones Center in Springdale on Saturday, November 8th. There's going to be awesome activities, storytelling, special treats, and you can even meet your favorite PBS Kids characters like Daniel Tiger and Curious George. You don't want to miss it. Grab your grown-ups and join us. To learn more, check out myarpbs.org/events. See you there.
Farmington's got a 7-3 lead on Marion in set number 3. Your Coach Beasley and company, Alyssa, what are you telling your squad and your troops to get back into this one?
Yeah, take a deep breath. I think we go back to them just being aggressive again, trying not to do too much.
The offense hasn't been there in this set for Marion, hitting just 083. Tip not there.
And Bullens didn't even see that.
Yep. You're just not expecting.
And that's just, yeah, and that's communication right there where.
Yeah, Morrison, nice job just to keep that one alive. And you're exactly right. Bullens had no clue where the volleyball was, and that one just drops over the top of her head. And Farmington's leads now at 5. Block again showing up for Farmington. Cardinals keep it alive, and Marion's got a chance here to end this run. Back row attack from Brown.
Good hit there by Brown, and if you saw it a few minutes ago, Kendall Brown and Claire Brinkley ran into each other, and Brown kind of messing with her nose a little bit. Good to get back into that rhythm to get that point, but that goes back to just the communication right now with this Marion team.
Brown now with 11 kills. That's a team high. They go to Bullens right in the middle. Defense there for Farmington. Now got a longer rally going. Cardinals trying to keep this one alive. Got to get it over and through.
Well done by that Cardinals team. And McGore running that one down.
And the block shows up. Defense is all over the place for Farmington. Saved by the back row, and then the front row gets rewarded.
Well done. This Farmington crowd on their feet now, as they should be. Well done to not only save that point, but then to earn it with the block.
Farmington faithful know their way to Hot Springs. They've been here plenty of times with the basketball team, both the men's and the women. As a big swing from Brown, but only one player from this Farmington team plays basketball. So this is a completely different batch of young athletes, but they're still finding ways to be successful.
Well, again, we talked about the growth of the sport, and if you're Farmington, you need another sport to represent in that trophy case over there.
Big swing there and put down by Rykoff. Farmington's won a softball championship or two in the years. Outstanding program. Just a little west of Fayetteville there on Highway 62.
Yeah, about a 5-minute drive from my house, Farmington High School, and I have to say what they've done to invest in their athletic facilities to just set themselves up for success has been impressive over the last couple of years.
No question. That attack, though, hits the pin, and Marion's got some work to do here in set number 3. I'll tell you, Marion's facilities are pretty nice as well. They put on a great show last week at the state tournament.
Call another timeout.
Yep, exactly right.
I was going to say, if they don't make this point inside out, that's another timeout. You have just got to rally the troops here. And
Marion has taken both timeouts. They trail it 12-5. We'll step aside.
If you're looking for huge hits, big plays, or title game celebrations, we've got it all for you.
It's gone at the 11. Touchdown, Bryant.
It's the Centennial Bank State Football Championships live from Moore Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. And it all begins on December the 4th. For all the ways to watch and the complete schedule, just log on myarpbs.org/sports.
get your live action photos from the game at myarpbs.org/photos. Grab free downloads, have prints made. Great championship keepsakes here from this match, and we've had some great action, which you know makes for great photos, Bobby.
Always does. Great keepsake.
Like that one right there. Beautiful form by Kendall Brown, and I know she's frustrated. She's going to find a hole eventually, but Farmington is giving her everything they can defensively. Well done there by Sadie Morrison.
That double block is selling out anytime the ball gets anywhere close to Brown. And that attack goes wide, and everything is coming up aces for Farmington. They've got a 9-point lead here in the third set.
They also have Emerson Reinkoff still serving.
That one, that's an ace. Brown was kind of in no man's land, couldn't make the decision. Do I field that or let it go? Ducks underneath it. It's an ace for Reinkoff. Six consecutive points now for the Lady Cardinals. You got to believe that that block is getting into the head of Marion, and another kill. Sadie Morrison having herself a day.
There she is, and she went quiet a little bit after that first set, but she's back now, and She stepped up defensively, but then offensively there with that kill for the last couple of points for Farmington.
Marion's got to find a way to get some offense, but sometimes that starts with defense.
It does, and it's not that they're not making good contact. It's just Farmington, location-wise, defensively, is right where the ball needs to be.
That one catches a line. Rykoff again. And Marion's already taken both timeouts, so they've got to find a way to stop the bleeding on the floor. 8 straight points now for the Lady Cardinals.
And I know that it's frustrating for Marion when you feel like you're continuing to attack and you're not able to find the holes. And on the other side, Farmington just feels like they're finding every single one of them. That was huge.
Good way to answer right there. Sturdivant with a big kill for Marion, and that stops the bleeding, at least for now.
This has got to be a big opportunity. You've got to hold on to the volleyball and put some points together here. If you're Marion, you can't give it right back to Farmington.
Shamness on the service line for the Patriots. Brown just gets it over, and Farmington a chance to set the offense. Quick set, but return to Cinder. That one blocked right in the middle. A taste of their own medicine handed out for Marion.
Very impressive there by Jada Sturdivant, but also with Kendall Brown, who had to free ball it back over on the other side of the net and still was able to turn around and get that block and help out her teammate.
Back-to-back points now for the Lady Patriots. See if they can get back into this one. And the defense certainly doing it.
And that's it. Defense leads to offense, and that's going to get them right back in this game. And if they're not going to find holes with their kills on offense, try to get the volleyball back with a block.
Brown and Sturdivant back-to-back blocks. See if Farmington tries to change things up. Back row attack, they're going to say did not catch the line. That one's out. So 3 consecutive points for Marion. They're too good of a team to pack it in. They're trying to find a way to claw back into set 3 here. A little finesse there from Farmington, snuffed out. Or going out to Brown as Marion. That big attack dug. Back row from Rykoff. Marion just going to keep feeding Brown on that left side.
As they should. Just keep giving it to her.
And try the other side now. Move that block. And the longest rallies we've had, certainly of this set, but if not the entire match. Nice tip there, but snuffed out from Farmington.
Well done by the Farmington defense to see that.
All kinds of moving pieces here. A nice dig from Shamness. Back row attack, that's handled. Might be able to read a book with this rally going on. Brown
Not
again.
if Brown has anything to do with it.
Outstanding play from Farmington and Marion. Big swing, that one finally put down.
Well done.
You can just see the emotion at that point taking the toll, but Sadie Morrison with the kill. I'm glad I wasn't keeping stats for that.
And that's Coach Beasley just telling her defense to be in position. But you can't fault Marion. That was a heck of a rally there.
See how they respond. Marion with the over. Quick attack from Farmington. That one didn't last nearly as long as Brazel with the kill.
Get it done with the defense. Try to get it done with the defense.
Kayla Thompson still serving for Farmington. They lead it again by 10. It's 19-9. Rykoff. That one's dug out nicely. Marion's defense is showing up, but they've got a lot of work to do as that attack, though, goes long. Let's see if that's the spark that Marion needs to put together a big run.
They're going to need something, because right now you look up and they're down by 9, and they've got to find a way to string some points together.
Marion actually has a negative hitting percentage here in this set, and that's why you see Farmington have the big lead. But that attack goes long. Brazel couldn't get on top of it.
Taking advantage of the mistakes, little mistakes, going to get Marion back into this one. And I want to see Marion's offense be aggressive.
19-11. You know how important set number 3 is. But that one catches the corner. And Farmington can start the countdown. 20-11. Always know that set number 3 is always so important in a tie match. Farmington with the over. Quick set for Marion, and nice job to elevate by Sturdivant, the 5'10" junior with the kill.
Really well done there, and I like how that brought some energy to this bench and to this rotation for Marion. Sets their offense back up to where it started. See if they can get some points off of it.
A tip attempt there. Nice job by Marion to keep it alive. A swing from ball from Farmington is dug out. Starting to see some different players onto the floor for both sides. That one's coming right at you.
I was ready for it.
Saw that one.
My arm didn't reach that far. Oh.
We saw that one develop coming right at us, and like if they make contact, that's coming for you.
I'll just set it nicely down right here for him.
There you go. Big swing there, Bryzell with the kill, and Farmington now 4 points away from taking a 2-1 lead.
Well done there by Bryzell.
Going back to that.
Stepping in.
Going back to that power game is Farmington. A quick set, Bullens. She's blocked at the net. Lady Cardinals did the exact same. Big swing from the left side, though. A kill, Caitlin Austin.
And Caitlin Austin's been a little quiet this match, or this set, but they're going to need her back in here, too.
She's committed to play at St. Petersburg College. And Marion's got a lot of work to do if they're going to get back in this set. Bullens. She starts it, as that one's credited as a kill. Kennedy Bullens, 10 kills now. She's into double figures. We've got 4 total players, 2 on each side, who have already reached the double-digit mark. Back row attack, Rykoff. She's certainly one of those, and another kill for Emerson. A match-high 14th put down.
And so much power she has. If you're not right in front of that square with the ball, when you pass it, it ricochets in the direction that it does.
Rykoff committed to North Alabama. A lot of in-state schools are hoping that's going to change.
I'm sure they can make some phone calls to see if they could change her mind. I asked Coach Mode about it yesterday, and she said, you know, she just felt at home on her visit. Yep. Is that going to stay? You know, she's committed there. That's where she said she felt like home. And this is a player that's moved a lot up and down the West Coast specifically, but came to Arkansas a few years ago. And
starting next year, North Alabama is going to be in the same conference as UCA and UA Little Rock. So even if she does decide to go to Florence, going to play against a couple of natural state schools.
Yeah, she will. We'll see if anyone will talk her out of it. Though I know happen. North Alabama probably hopes not.
Yeah, if there's any North Alabama fans watching, you might not want to listen to us for a second. We are in Arkansas after all. They'll set that right side. That one can't be dug out. It's Avery Ball with the kill, and it's now set point for Farmington.
The Farmington crowd back on their feet.
Sophomore Thompson going to be on the service line. A chance to put it away for the Cardinals. Marion sets Bullens. That one's blocked at the net. That's going to be wide. The combination of Morrison and Rykoff is there defensively. And Farmington takes a 2-1 set lead.
Really impressed with Farmington and how they responded again, this back and forth. And if you're Marion, You're in a position right now that you really haven't been in very often. You talk about them not even dropping a set. This is where you have to dig a little deep and realize that you're going to battle a little bit harder. So we'll see how they respond in set 4.
We'll see if Farmington can close it out or if Marion's going to force set number 5. We step aside. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championships presented by Everett Buick GMC.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
Satellite cameras tell stories of life on our planet from a completely new perspective.
In the Congo, a vital mission is underway to help save gorillas from extinction.
This is their footage, their story, and we're going to see it through their eyes.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
It's prime time on your time. Get more of your primetime favorites each weekday, starting at 1:30, following our PBS Kids programs. Catch up on all the programs you love, including Exploring Arkansas, Nature, Antiques Roadshow, Arkansas Week, British Favorites, Mysteries, and more, beginning at 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. See the full schedule and all the ways to watch at myarkansaspbs.org/watch.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Ordinary Americans won the war. I don't think you can be patriotic enough about them.
I have a collection of letters from Amelia Earhart, along with a telegram sent to my aunt and her husband.
Family history reveals secrets.
What? How do you know that?
And scandal.
Do you think they kept all of this a secret from everyone?
Only on Arkansas PBS.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
Join the ranks of corporate supporters at Arkansas PBS. Our viewers love the businesses that underwrite their favorite programs. Showcase your business and support lifelong learning in Arkansas today.
Back. Scan that QR code on your screen to contribute. Every dollar goes directly towards supporting the broadcast of high school championship games, and any amount helps us continue to showcase these amazing athletes and their communities. Together, we can keep the spirit of Arkansas sports alive right here on Arkansas PBS Sports. So important to be able to bring these broadcasts to you, and so much fun, Bobby. So scan that QR code for us.
We are just getting started with championships here on Arkansas PBS this year. Football's coming up in a little over a month.
Last week of the regular season, this upcoming Friday, a lot of excitement, but we're focused on this excitement right here in this fourth set.
That's a good way to start things for Marion.
I'm just going to keep count of how many times I get the volleyball.
Yep, well, we're up to 2. Well, if you're tuning in looking for the 6A championship match between Fayetteville and Conway, don't go anywhere. We're just a little behind because the first match of the day went to 5 sets between Pulaski Academy and Westside. And now we are in set number 4 here in the 5A championship between Farmington and Marion. So Fayetteville will start as soon as this one finishes. So you might as well just stick around and watch it.
Just hang out with us all day.
That's right.
I mean, I would.
A lot of people don't have the college football today.
Poor YouTube.
I don't blame them. And then, then there's that team in Fayetteville that's probably not worth watching today anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
So watch volleyball. Stick around.
Definitely hang out with us. Much more fun, much more fast-paced.
Indeed.
And there's actual offense.
Yes, indeed. More importantly, there is defense.
Yes, there is that too. More importantly, there is defense.
That's our previous life, Alyssa. We don't have to talk about that.
No, we don't.
That one's coming at me. Look at there. Man, I'm an athlete.
We're keeping track over here.
It's 2 I've caught today. You sit on media row over here, you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Well, let's serve into the net. So not the cleanest start to set number 4. We're tied at 2.
But Marion will take it. Again,
Yep.
those kind of points, frustrating if you're the other team, but helpful if you can get some free points like that.
Lots of time for Marion to get back into this one, certainly. That's a big swing there from Rykoff.
Rykoff now with 14 kills on the day, and she's like a silent assassin of sorts. She just is all over the place at all different positions, and she'll get you.
Trying to set that right side is Marion, and that one bounced off the top of the head of one of the Farmington defenders.
Looked like Sadie Morrison, but it'll work.
Whatever it takes to keep it alive. Nice job defensively from Marion there. Claire Brinkley keeps it alive. And Rykoff, she's blocked at the net. That one might have caught a little bit of the net there, but kept it alive. Marion, though, big swing from Brown. We're going to say don't keep that one alive. Marion was saying that was on the far side of the pin.
They might have had a good argument.
Either way.
They get the point,
Yep.
but I think if they didn't, Coach Beasley might have been a little upset.
Yep, either way, that attack goes wide, so Marion does get the point. I haven't put it on the board yet, but it is 3-3, at least not on the board here in the arena. Doesn't matter as Rykoff gets the quick kill.
Really impressive for her to be able to swing and get it down the line that way. That just shows the kind of speed and shoulder rotation she has to be able to place it not only cross court, but to completely rotate her body and put it down the line too.
Marion hitting 163 on the afternoon. That'll improve a little bit as the kill goes from Brown. Kendall Brown, they just continue to feed her as much as humanly possible. That was her 35th attack of the afternoon, 13 kills for the Mississippi State commit.
We've talked about it. You've got to just get your playmakers to make plays right now for Marion, and that includes Kendall Brown, and that includes
Bullens there in the middle.
Kennedy Bullens.
Yep. So Farmington gets it over. Chance for Marion to get the offense going. Quick set there for Sturdivant. That's dug out. Back outside to Brown. That one can't be handled, though. Kendall, another kill.
Well done, and her form and technique, Bobby, is so fluid. The way that she's able to get her body in the air with the arch that she does in her back, that is where you're getting so much of your power from, because you're able then to completely use your whole upper body and your follow-through.
The defense shows up there for Marion. Sturdivant with the block. The Lady Patriots coming out with a little intensity here in set number 4. Marion leads at 6-4. The left-handed serve of Chamness. Going outside to Brown. Again, she tries to go diagonal, and another kill. That one catches the corner. Really, really impressed with the arsenal from Kendall Brown. She can put it anywhere on the floor.
She's starting to get a groove now, and if you're Farmington, trying to side out just to get them to slow that down.
The block there for Marion, snuffs it out. Discombobulation, it's an over ball. And Rykoff drills one home.
Yeah, Rykoff just said, you know what, Kendall Brown, I can do that too. I've got some power.
I mentioned the number of attacks for Brown. Rykoff's even more so than that. How about 17 kills on 48 attacks for Rykoff? They are feeding number 2.
Yes, they are.
Woo.
And number 3, this is going to be a A Rykoff-Brown battle, it feels like at this point.
And they're both
The
just
power
juniors.
is on display. It is incredible.
Both only juniors. So we mentioned Strayhorn has the career record for kills in a season. That might be in jeopardy next year between these two.
It might be.
Sadie Morrison, another kill for Farmington. That's her 10th of the day. So 3 players now in double digits for the Lady Cardinals. She's
The
10 of
thing
20.
is, too, Emerson Rykoff doesn't come off the court.
Yeah.
I mean, she is all in every single point of these sets.
And why would you take her off?
I don't know.
So they blow it dead. So we got a whistle, and so they're gonna replay the point. I'm not sure why the horn went off, but either way, Marion crowd's not gonna like it as that one had fallen on the Farmington side of the net. I don't know if glancing
That's
glares
tough.
at the clock operator is going to get anything done, but
There's no clock in volleyball. I don't
Yeah.
really know what just happened,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
a tip there.
Well
Nicely
done. That makes up for it. Sturdivant, really nice finesse there.
So Marion's got a little momentum, a little attitude. They're up 9-6. Farmington's got to find a way to answer back. And that's a good way to do it. He's not going to be able to dig that one out, and Rykoff credited with another kill.
Her 17th now. So impressive. Sadie Morrison has 10. Lainey Brazil has 10 as well. But Kendall Brown keeping pace with 16 for Marion.
Bolins tries the tip. The block was there for Farmington. Rykoff from the back row dug out nicely. Marion on the attack. Big swing cannot be handled. Nice job from Reese Goodwin.
Reese Goodwin. Carrying her way to just 5 kills on the match for her, but that one a big one to get the ball back for her team.
Goodwin now at the service line as well. And that's an ace. That one couldn't be handled. Right down the middle. And the Patriots have a 4-point lead. Crowd starting to make their way in for the next match. Conway and Fayetteville coming up. That service goes long. So if you're looking for that 6A championship match, we're running behind schedule. First match ran long. This one looked like it's maybe running long as well.
But a lot of good volleyball, so don't change the channel yet.
That's right.
You're in for a treat between these two teams, and that's why volleyball is so exciting, Bobby. You're just sitting here watching, and the next thing you know, again, Marion up by 3. And Farmington trying to rally. They win this set. They win their first state title in volleyball.
Austin mishit that one. So Lady Cards back within a pair at 11-9. I really feel like Marion's had more of the system going here in set number 4, playing with some urgency.
They have to. They can't afford not to right now. Farmington, though, trying to close it out.
Big swing there. That's a kill.
And that's the power. We have now seen that kind of power from Ainsley Code, and we've also seen it from Caitlin Austin, Reese Goodwin.
Everything just went Farmington's way in set number 3, but Marion's making sure that doesn't happen here in the 4th.
Now you got Kendall Brown back. Watch out for 3.
Looks like a completely different team than we saw in the previous set.
It does. And we talked about it, where it just felt like everything Marion was doing, they were getting right into Farmington's defense, playing, couldn't find any holes. Well, now it feels like Marion's finally found a way to find the volleyball to drop on the other side.
Yeah, and the block there for Marion as well. So they lead it 13-9, but Farmington answers right back. Brazil with a kill. Laney's got 11 on the afternoon. How about 11 for 18?
Whew. That is impressive. It means she's stepping up when her name is called, and she's taking advantage of her opportunities. But now you have Sadie Morrison back, and that doesn't let up anything right there in the middle.
13-10, Lady Patriots have the lead. Looking to add to it here. Here's Brown. That's dug out nicely. With the block there, it hangs on the nets, on the tape.
Good defense to get that back.
Back to Brown, big swing. That one, though, can't catch the line. Too strong on the attack from Brown, and Farmington back within a pair.
Again, I like the power. I like the aggressiveness from Brown. Just misses it. They're about two panels back from that line.
So 13-11, Marion in front. Brown tries the tip, but the rotation there for Farmington.
Emerson, good adjustment.
The right side, that really starting to see a lot more from Ainsley Code. She gets another kill, her 4th of the match.
What power that she's starting to show now, and that was a perfect placement down that line.
This feels like a different team, this Marion squad here in the 4th set. Of course, their backs against the wall. Got to win this set or it's over. Rykoff, though, her attack can't be handled. That's another point for the Lady Cards. 14-12, Lady Patriots have the lead, but Farmington's on serve. 5A championships on the line. Farmington's going to win their 1st, or Marion's going to win their 4th. A long way from that point, though.
Got a lot of good volleyball left here, Bobby.
The block showing up for Farmington on this point. Marion has to just get it over to keep it alive. Rykoff, the tip.
Smart thinking there. Played right, though, into the defense for Marion.
Brown, her attack's dug out. Quick set in the middle. Marion's defense rotates over nicely. A block again shows up for Farmington.
Wow.
Now we're going to call a lift.
Oh, no.
Marion. The block was there, comes over, and diving bodies for Marion. They just got called for the infraction. Tough break there for the Patriots.
That is a tough break, because what a defensive effort there by 23. And yeah, a little bit of a lift, but at that point it was coming down at you at such a weird angle. Not much you can do about it.
Do they call that because the ball kind of crawled up her arm?
And so you know how sometimes when it feels like you're trying to hit it and the ball won't go anywhere?
Yep.
And by just default, your arms lifted it more than you thought.
Yep. Speaking of going somewhere, that ball did, because Brown hammers one home.
If she would have kept her arms steady, and if she wouldn't have swung her arms, they wouldn't have called the lift, but it was that swinging motion that got her.
So it's 15-13 Marion after that kill from Kendall Brown, her 17th of the match. Back to Rykoff with the blocks there again. Sturdivant.
Well done, and Coach Mode wants a timeout.
Marion's got a 3-point lead. We'll step aside with them. Patriots trying to even this at 2 sets apiece.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
It's so nice to have you here. It's worth it.
Wheels up in 5.
Very simple, but very elegant food.
I'm trying to save your father's life.
Excited?
I can't wait.
Marion looking to tie things up. They lead at 16-13. Farmington has just taken their first time out here in the 4 sets. Rykoff and Brown just going head-to-head. These two teams are locked in a good one, Alyssa.
Yeah, Brown's got 17 kills, as you saw on that graphic on your screen. Emerson Rykoff has 19. And these two, such talented juniors for their respective teams, have been quite fun to watch today.
Farmington could not get that one over. Marion, excellent serve, adds to their lead. Been really impressed the way that Taylor Chambliss has served. Every time you seem to think that Marion's on a run, you look up, she's on that service line.
She is. And she's got great placement, especially that one, what she's been able to do. That ball just over the net, and then it just dropped so quickly, and that's what's keeping this defense for Farmington on their toes.
The second ace of the afternoon for Chambliss. Also coming from that left hand, a little different spin to it, a little different angle, but that's run quickly put to an end. Sadie Morrison with the kill right into the block.
I think she's had enough of that one, and that one, her 10th kill of the day.
So 18-14, a lot of work to do for Farmington, though. Marion's had control of this fourth set for some time now. That's a big reason why, because of the big right arm of Kendall Brown.
That's right, and if you don't defend that hit with a steady arm, it's going to ricochet. And we talked about that, getting your whole body in front of it, and it's hard to do when it's coming at you so fast.
19-14, Marion's got the lead. A block again showing up for Marion. The defense is certainly turning into offense. The quick set right in the middle. Sturdivant to kill.
Yeah, they're feeling it now, and this is that aggressiveness that Marion has, that they're starting to find that rhythm and taking advantage of it. It's also why they've had so much success this season, because they play this way.
That one, call it an ace.
And you can feel it, Bobby. This is a team that's playing really loose right now, and I don't know if we have seen this Marion team be this free on the court this whole entire match.
Marion's got a 7-point lead. We'll keep it here. They lead at 21-14. And of course, you're never going to wave the white flag. Farmington takes the timeout, hoping to get back into this, but this certainly has the feel of a winner-take-all fifth set.
The last time they called a timeout, the coaches were not in the huddle originally. They were over here off to the side, and they were having a team-led huddle. I'm not going to say that changed much, but I'm curious to know what was said in that huddle before the coaches rejoined them. And this is the first time that I feel like I've looked at the huddle that's right in front of us, and they just seemed more, they seem more relaxed. They're not playing on their heels like they have been, especially in that second set and that third set.
Yeah, the confidence is sky high right now for Marion, and the way they played in this fourth set, there's a good reason for it. The defense has turned up. They're causing Farmington to get out of system. They're starting to find answers for Rykoff and 22 Morrison. They're playing a whole lot better here in the fourth set, and they're on the verge of forcing that winner-take-all set number 5. At Farmington, they're not going to go away quietly, as that kill is delivered right down the line from Emma Gore.
Yeah, not expecting them to go away quietly at all, but that side of the fan base right now, and the crowd got a little quiet. We'll see if we can get the Farmington red to get going again.
Yep. Long way to go, though, for Farmington, down 21-15. Sturdivant, nicely done. Recognized the block was there and takes something off and finds the open space.
They're feeling it right now. She subs out for Kennedy Bullens to come back in, and
see the emotion that Sturdivant plays with too in the middle of that Marion
they know
attack.
She brings energy.
Yeah, no question.
Brown brings power, she brings energy.
Pair of chips snuffed out from both sides. Bullens, though, the big swing. That can't be handled. Marion certainly feeling it. They're 2 points away. Farmington's going to get back into this. They're going to need a big run, and that's not going to help as that attack goes long. And it is set point for Marion.
Farmington and Coach Kylie Moe going over there, just say, come on, you got this. This game isn't over, but you can look on the Farmington faces right now. They got to dig a little deep, Bobby.
The big swing, the blocks there. Defense, the name of the game in the fourth set for Marion, and we are headed to set number 5. Marion 2, Farmington 2, and this one is living up to the billing, Alyssa.
Yeah, we got some good volleyball. Why not get to a 5th set right now? And if this is the energy that this 5th set is going to bring us, let's go, because this is going to be an exciting one with Marion right now. Feeling good about the way things are going, but never count out this Farmington team. We'll see how this goes.
We're going to find out who's your 5A state champion coming up as you're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Predator, prey. How will their fates play out when they finally meet on Jaguar Beach?
This is the most powerful weapon system known at this time.
This is the first combat submarine.
Could this painting be a rare portrait of Shakespeare?
We cannot be 100% sure what Shakespeare looked like.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
Team sports in Arkansas really is the building of character. It's being able to get through trials and tribulations as a team. You take those lessons from team sports and use them in everyday life situations. I'm RJ Hawk. Please consider giving to Arkansas PBS Sports.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
A French citizen was murdered. I know how, where, when, and I'm close to knowing by whom.
You're playing a dangerous game, boss.
I should take 25%.
Every ring, every watch. If you're looking for the gold, it's all around you.
You ready?
Yes, one mistake and they will have me out.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
Lately, we've been reminded just how much this community cares about public media. Your messages, your support, and your belief in what we do mean the world to us. Because of you, Arkansas PBS continues to educate children, inform our citizens, and share powerful Arkansas stories, making sure everyone has a place to learn, grow, and feel connected. Now more than ever, it's your support that will help Arkansas PBS remain strong, preserving our legacy and safeguarding our future. Please consider becoming a monthly sustaining donor or increasing your support if you are able. Then, now, always. Arkansas PBS is your public media station. Thank you.
UAMS is a proud supporter of Arkansas PBS Sports. UAMS Health provides orthopedic and sports medicine care across Arkansas, supporting athletes and teams throughout the state. Find out more at UAMShealth.com.
Get all the latest info from Arkansas PBS. Visit myarpbs.org/sign up. Bobby, let's go. Ooh. They are on their feet here at Bank OZK Arena, and we got a match 5 on our hands.
We are getting rowdy here in Hot Springs. The second, 5th set already of the day. Who's going to win the 5A state championship? Marion and Farmington have been trading blows, and it's the Patriots who are on the board first here in the 5th.
You can feel the tension in this arena. I think for the first time this whole match, this is down to the wire, everything on the line, and Marion with so much energy coming out of winning that 4th set.
The tip not there for Farmington. And Marion answer back. That one deflected at the net. Rykoff from the back row, that can't be handled. Emerson Rykoff, another kill.
She looks at her teammates and screams, let's go. They know how much importance every point is when you're headed just to 15.
Farmington won set number 1 and 3. Marion has taken both sets in the even numbers, 2 and 4. Rykoff again, that one's dug out nicely. Abigail Simmons right there for Marion. And nobody there for the attack from Brown.
Well done, that attack from the back row for Brown.
Kendall Brown, she has done a little bit of everything for Marion today. 19th kill of the match. Gives the Patriots a 2-1 lead. Rykoff trying to answer back. That one's dug out, goes across. Farmington had to get it over, though, to keep it alive. Bullens, she's dug out. Nice diving attempt there from Gore. Really good rally going. 2-1 Marion. Can't keep it going there, though. That one caught too much of the tape and dropped straight down. We are tied at 2.
Well, we know this one's going to be a battle, and both teams already being aggressive. We've seen excellent swings early on from Rykoff and from Brown, but now they've got Morrison on the line, and she might be a big factor in this one. Sadie Morrison.
The tip there works for Marion and gets it across and over the block for Farmington. A rotation not there. Patriots back in front. We've seen adjustments to counter adjustments to going back to what started with. These two teams are just going to fight and claw and scratch to find out what they can do to get to 15 or maybe more. Rykoff with the tip.
Whatever it takes.
Yep.
Great finesse there.
Great job to recognize the block was there. She was a little farther back from the net than you would like to be, so she just tips it over and finds the open space. Lola Thompson on serve. Diving and dig there for Marion, kept alive. Well, Farmington having a rally. Rykoff again, they're just gonna keep feeding her.
Good defense, great dig there.
Nice dig on the back row again from Farmington.
Controlled for Farmington. Some miscommunication, but it worked.
Go outside, Brown, the big swing deflected at the net. That one goes back across. Bullen's attack's not there. Rykoff, she tries to get on top, but the block right there. Sent back to her. Ainsley Code with the block, and Marion's got a lead.
Well done by Ainsley Code there to read and time out that block perfectly.
Bullens with the serve for Marion, leading it 4-3. Rykoff again, her big swing catches the line.
Back-to-back times. Well done by Code, and I'm sitting here refreshing my stats, but those might be her first 2 blocks of the match. Is that correct?
That is correct. Back to what a time to have your first 2 blocks of the day.
Seriously. Well, tried to make it 3.
Again, that's tipped to the tip there, wide open. We haven't seen that all day from Marion, and what a time to pull out all the tricks. Claire Brinkley with the dump.
Well done. This is a different Marion team that we have seen from early on, and they're playing like the Marion team they know they are right now, Bobby.
The defense started to show up, and Farmington's going to take a timeout. That third set, the defense wasn't there for Marion, and that's when all the momentum shifted to Farmington. But maybe that coach's huddle, that players-only meeting that you referenced, said it's got to start with the defense, and the Patriots have taken over because of that end of the floor.
It really does, and you look at how everything felt like it wasn't going Marion's way in that third set, and they flipped that switch, and now you can see that this is exactly the kind of team that Lisa Beasley said she thought she had when they started getting through practices, and she said, look, I had a lot of girls who play other sports. I didn't have them all summer to do summer workouts, and when we were looking around from our coaching staff 1 week into our practices, we didn't want to say it out loud, but I thought we had some talent to win a state title, and now here we are.
Marion has not lost a match since September the 6th. They've won 17 in a row, but that streak looked to be in serious jeopardy after Farmington just dominated this third set of this championship match. But what resilience from the Patriots to battle back. They win set 4, and they are halfway home here in the 5th and final set.
On the other side, too, Farmington was the same way. They've been on their own winning streak on their own, and they've got to find a way to just stay into this one.
Back to Rykoff, a block there. That time it can't control it. Sturdivant's attempt goes wide, so that's a big point for Farmington that ends the run for Marion. That was a run of 4 consecutive points for the Patriots, but Farmington back in it now. Brown attacks. That's tipped at the net. That one's coming right at us. Can't be saved, though. Big point there for Farmington. Back-to-back points now for the Cardinals.
Yeah, those 2 points were big, because now 2 points is a lot easier to manage than 4. Gets you a little bit more confidence back.
Again, the magical timeout. Brown. Woo!
What a power play by Brown. And she knew it.
You saw that one developing. She came in flying and just delivered a hammer.
Oh my goodness.
We might need to do a welfare check on Kennedy Browning.
Get one of those action shots. Where's her parents?
That is by far the biggest swing we have seen today. 8-5. The tip there is going to be deflected at the net by Marion, so it's going to be a point for Farmington. The players on the floor for Marion were questioning whether that one was tipped or not, but not a lot of dispute from Coach Lisa Beasley, so we move on. So it's 8-6 though, Patriots still in front. That serve goes wide. Trying to catch one right down the line. I believe that was Kayla Thompson. Goes wide though. Brown now on the serve for Marion. Rykoff in the back row. That dug out nicely. Again, Marion has to just get it over though. Farmington chances reset the offense. And that one catches the line.
By Brazil.
Laney another kill. She continues to have an impressive day on the offensive end.
Farmington's not going anywhere as they should, and we knew that they weren't, but they've got to find a way to see if they can tie this back up at 9.
That's 12 kills now for Brazil. Try to go to Sturdivant right in the middle. They're going to say the Cardinals were in the net though. Thought they got the block, but an infraction against Farmington pushes the lead back to 3 for Marion.
And sometimes when you see stuff like that late in the net, that's fatigue, Bobby. That's just not going up straight and strong.
A tip attempt there. Not home, and nicely done by Bullens. Diving bodies all over the place. But Marion starting to feel it, and Farmington takes the timeout. We're going to step aside with them. Marion just 4 points away from a 5A state championship.
See your state government in action. The Arkansas Citizens Access Network provides convenient live streaming coverage of state board and commission meetings, as well as direct links to proceedings of the legislature and the Arkansas Supreme Court. Can't watch live? Archived events are available on demand on YouTube. Learn more at myarkansaspbs.org/arcan.
We're back here in the 5th and final sets. Marion has the momentum. They've got the crowd behind them, and they are only 4 points away. But can they seal the deal? That's certainly going to help. How about an ace from Abigail Simmons?
Wow, well done there by Abigail Simmons, putting that ball where it was one of those, almost one of those spots on the court where you could let it go because you feel like it could go out, but then you stick your arm out and ricochets off.
Big swing there. Did it catch the line? No. Both officials had the same call, and now the Marion Patriots, their bench, their student section across the way, certainly something to feel it. Another big serve from Simmons.
They definitely brought the crowd, and they're in it right now.
Rykoff attacks into the nets. Championship point coming up.
Big one, and you feel that frustration from Farmington. They had that momentum, and Marion has just completely swept it back on their side.
How do you handle the emotions of this? Marion's got some leeway room right now, though. Patriots got a chance to win it here. Set in the middle for Bullens. Dug out nicely for Farmington. They keep it alive. The blocks there for Farmington, and championship celebration going to have to wait at least one more.
I was a little nervous, Bobby. I'm not going to lie. We might have to have somebody hold back this student section. They might crash the court here if they win.
Media Row is in the crosshairs.
Right.
No question.
Jumping over tables.
Blocks there for Farmington. Resets the offense, does Marion. The swing deflected at the net. Now Cardinals have a chance to get it going. Rykoff blocked. Cardinals got to get it over. That one just does. Now Marion sets the offense. The tip. Farmington again diving bodies. Not letting this one go with the block.
There it is.
There, Bullens with the block, and for the first time since 2015, Marion is back on top with a state championship.
What a fight by Marion. I think both of us just wondered when we were going to see that energy from this Patriots team, and it showed up exactly when it needed. And wow, I felt like that was just a complete swing of momentum into the Patriots' arms, and they never let it go.
The momentum certainly swung after set number 3. Farmington won it, but Marion rallied the troops, and they're about to get a trophy for which they came. We're going to step aside, trophy presentation, to find out who your MVP is coming up next. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Sports is so important to this state and the fabric of the state, and I appreciate Arkansas PBS doing all the state title games, and that makes it available for not just the fans in Central Arkansas, South Arkansas, but fans around the entire state. I can only think of the kids in small towns, and this is the biggest moment maybe in their sports careers, and they have that keepsake of having that game on TV to have with them the rest of their lives.
Hi, I'm Ken Burns. Over the last 10 years, my colleagues Sarah Botstein, David Schmidt, and I have been working on a film about our country's founding, the American Revolution. It was one of the most important events in human history. I hope you'll watch on Arkansas PBS or stream on the PBS app.
Join Arkansas PBS for a preview of the American Revolution and a conversation connecting Arkansas to America's founding story. Learn more at myarpbs.org/events. Sustaining membership is an easy, convenient, and affordable way for you to support the programs you love on Arkansas PBS. Sustaining members make an ongoing monthly contribution from either their checking account or credit card. Simply choose the monthly amount that fits your budget, and then call or go online and we'll set it up for you. Your donation will happen automatically each month, so your support will always be current. Need to make a change to your monthly gift? Just call or email us. You're always in control. Knowing we can count on a certain amount of revenue each month helps Arkansas PBS better plan for the future. Call or go online to start your sustaining membership right now.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Arkansas has some of the best trout fishing in the country, and I really think it's really underrated.
You know, this is what we're known for.
The Ozark Mountain Daredevils have been described as a collection of ragtag hippies, bohemians, and musicians who approach the music industry in their own unique way.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
Marion was expected to make a tough run through the state tournaments, and they had a full-time match on their hands today, but what a rally from the Patriots as they come home with a 2025 5A state championship.
And you can't say enough about the way that this Marion Patriots team rallied when it felt like their back was against the wall, and we talked about it, Bobby. They haven't experienced a lot of adversity this season because of how talented they are, and it felt like Farmington really had them on their heels, but they were able to fight back and win, and it just really felt like everything went their way when they needed it the most.
Marion finishes the season without losing a match to a team from the state of Arkansas, 28-2 on the year. Let's take a look at the stats for this match. Pretty evenly throughout, as you might expect. 59 kills for Farmington, 58 for Marion. The hitting percentage pretty close as well. The aces, the digs, the blocks are a little skewed because it really, in sets 4 and 5, Marion's defense showed up.
It really did, but when you go back to the kills, you look at Kendall Brown, who had 20, Kennedy Bullens had 11, Jada Sturdivant had 8. Right there in that front row was really where they made the most impact, the power that they have in these arms. And again, Farmington set the tone early. They came and they won that first set, and it felt like they had Marion on their heels like we talked about, but the power from from Kendall Brown and Kennedy Bullens really helped this offense get things going for the Patriots.
Kendall Brown finished with 20 kills, 11 for Kennedy Bullens. In the losing effort, Emerson Rykoff, 22 kills, 12 each for Lainey Brazel and Sadie Morrison. So Farmington falls short. Marion is on top with a 5A state championship, but we're only 2/5 of the way done today. Another championship.
So much more volleyball to go.
So if you're looking for the match that was supposed to start at 3:05, it's obviously not starting at 3:05. 6A championship is going to come up in about 20 to 25 minutes there, give or take. Fayetteville and Conway, a rematch of the championship match from 2 years ago. The Lady Wampus Cats looking to repeat. For my tag team partner, Alyssa Orange, I'm Bobby Swafford. Thanks for tuning in today. You've been watching the Centennial Bank State Volleyball Championship presented by Everett Buick GMC.